Hi, I'm Chris Weesey. My team is responsible for producing the CFA program curriculum and examinations, grading those exams, analyzing the results, and recommending the minimum passing score to our board for approval. As you may have heard in the news, our pass rates have fallen during the pandemic. When we noted the decrease, we immediately initiated a full audit of the data and the calculations from beginning to end. Once that validation was completed and proven correct, we began looking more closely at the data to understand what had happened. Before we get into why this occurred, let me start by explaining a bit about how we grade. Some people assume we target a particular pass rate, and then we set the minimum passing score accordingly. This is not correct. This type of approach would essentially implement a forced curve. Some other testing organizations do use a forced curve approach to ensure a very stable pass rate. The problem with a forced curve is it makes outcomes partially dependent on who else took the exam with you. If everyone did poorly on a forced curve exam, some people would pass the exam who do not actually know the curriculum very well. Conversely, if everyone did very well, many would unfairly fail simply because others around them also performed strongly. If we graded the CFA exam on a forced curve, it would affect the perceived quality of the credential, not only for the current group, but also for everyone that came before them. Instead, we strive to set an equivalent difficulty hurdle across all examinations. If all exams were exactly equal in difficulty, then the minimum passing score would not change. It means that whether a candidate passes is not affected by when they sat for the exam or whether the particular cohort they sat with was more or less ready. This means employers in the industry can rely on the capability of candidates who have passed. Their level of knowledge does not vary from one exam administration to another. So, why has the pass rate fallen? Our data shows that many candidates performed as we would normally expect. Unfortunately, local COVID restrictions required a number of exam cancellations, and even where they were not required, many candidates chose to defer their exam for personal reasons. These lockdowns clearly had an effect on some of our candidates' ability to prepare. In short, scores for candidates whose exams had been deferred at least one time significantly impacted the overall pass rate. What caused this cohort to pass at a lower rate? It would be easy to speculate about the impact that so much uncertainty has caused. We know that our candidates are tired and stressed, whether from professional obligations, personal situations, or just having exam day hanging over their heads. Whatever the reason, we know you've been through hardship during the pandemic, but don't let the lower pass rates in May or July discourage you. Treat your upcoming exam administration as much as possible like it's your first. Don't rely on retention of material that you studied many months ago, and don't underestimate how much a good, thorough review in the weeks leading up to exam day can help. Do the mock exams and the practice questions. We are holding the bar at the same level of rigor as it has always been, so when you do pass the exam, employers will know that you, as a charter holder, are every bit as knowledgeable and capable and competent as those who entered the profession before you. I'm asking you to give it one last, final, hard push into exam day. You can pass this exam. Very best wishes. Good luck with your studies.